welcome back to the channel. Now, last week I did a video explaining why you need to care about your cholesterol levels and why high cholesterol can lead to serious problems with your heart. Click up here to go to that video for all things cholesterol and more in case you missed it. But hopefully you see a pattern now that whenever I introduce a lifestyle related condition, the next video is always how exercise can help fix the situation. I did this for high blood pressure, I did this for diabetes, and today I'm doing this for high cholesterol. And it's easy enough to say, yeah, exercise will help if you have high cholesterol. In fact, that's probably what your doctor told you if your blood test results came back with high cholesterol. But how and why? You need to know and understand these things if you're going to want to make any changes, because when you exercise, you won't actually physically feel the cholesterol levels drop. So you may feel like nothing is happening and then lose motivation. But I can tell you, behind the scenes, your body is making some miracles happen. So let's get right into it. Two things happen with cholesterol levels when you do regular exercise. HDL cholesterol goes up and LDL cholesterol goes down. Now, just to give you a recap, HDL is what some people call good cholesterol, and this is because it mops up and transports cholesterol from your blood and arteries and takes it all back to the liver, where it gets processed into more useful things like hormones. Now, fun fact, this is the structure of cholesterol, and this is the structure of the hormones testosterone and estradiol. As you can see, there's some similarities going on here. So if anyone ever tells you that your body doesn't need cholesterol, call them out, they're lying. You do need cholesterol to make hormones and also for cell maintenance and many more things. It's only bad if you have too much. So if HDL is good because it takes cholesterol to the liver, then LDL is what people call bad cholesterol because it does the opposite. It takes the cholesterol from the liver to your arteries where it can build up. Watch my last video if you want more information on HDL and LDL, because we're now going to dive into how exactly exercise can fix all of this. Now, when you exercise, you activate or turn on a special enzyme called lipoprotein lipase. Now, this, in very simple terms, is a fat-eating enzyme in your body. It helps to break down and digest the fats you eat, as well as the fats stored all around your body. So if this enzyme is involved in fat digestion, does it impact cholesterol levels? Yes, it does. Lipoprotein lipase helps your HDL cholesterol gather up extra cholesterol from different parts in your body and carry it back to your liver. So it essentially gives your HDL a big boost. Now, this is good because your liver will then remove all this extra cholesterol from your body. Now, as for your LDL cholesterol, lipoprotein lipase also affects this by reducing the amount of LDL in your blood. Now, what does this mean? It means that less LDL cholesterol is available to stick to your blood vessels, which means you are less likely to have those plaques form that can block blood flow. It can also prevent atherosclerosis. So, in summary, exercise can increase HDL and decrease LDL, which is exactly what we want to happen. But what are the numbers? Well, research has found that about 120 minutes of exercise per week for about 12 weeks can increase HDL levels by 4.6%. Now, this is a pretty good result considering 2 hours a week isn't a whole lot of time. Now, this isn't definitive. The way you respond to exercise will be different to how others respond, but I can safely say that you are better off exercising than not exercising when it comes to cholesterol levels. Now, with LDL, there is a bit more evidence out there, and the research says that LDL can fall by up to 5% after 12 weeks of sustained exercise. So again, the benefits are clear, and all of this is without the use of medication. If you are already on cholesterol lowering medication, exercise is just going to help even more. So what type of exercise is going to be best at helping your cholesterol levels? Well, aerobic exercise wins again. So that's things like running, cycling, jogging, brisk walking, they're all the best types of exercise to do if cholesterol levels are an issue for you. So don't skip out on cardio. Now, the reason aerobic exercise is so good is because lipoprotein lipase, that special enzyme I mentioned earlier, responds much better to aerobic exercise. And if you remember, it's this enzyme that activates during exercise and leads to a lot of the results that we like to see. Also, during aerobic exercise, your body will need more energy, so fat will be broken down to be used for fuel. And what this means is HDL will try to scavenge cholesterol and take it to the liver so that the liver can process this cholesterol to give you energy. Your body will also turn to LDL cholesterol for energy during exercise, and this is how LDL levels can get reduced too. Now again, this isn't to say that strength training and using weights should be avoided. Strength training helps build and strengthen muscle, and while this type of training doesn't directly impact cholesterol levels, it does contribute to having a healthy heart and also allows you to improve on your cardio exercises. A well-rounded exercise regime is hugely important, and that means doing both cardio and strength training. But I have observed that many people enjoy strength training much more than cardio, myself included. I hate running, I would much rather pick up the weights, but I have learned that in order to be truly healthy, cardio is essential. So even if it means going for walks before you decide to move up to running, make the start if you haven't. I myself started committing to walking more last year, and now I'm reaching the stage where I am trying to move to getting running included in my regime. A slow battle, but we'll get there. So if you've made it this far, I hope that you now know the importance of looking after your cholesterol levels. The good news is you only have to make this one change in terms of doing a bit more exercise, and you can benefit 3 areas of health: your blood pressure, your blood sugar, and your cholesterol. And that's just what I've mentioned so far. There are much more benefits to exercise. For those of you out there that aren't really sure what your cholesterol levels are looking like, maybe head to the doctors and get a blood test to see where you sit. I know here in Australia it's not really emphasized to be checked until about 45 years old, and that's because your cholesterol levels tend to go up in those later years of life. But I don't think there's much point in waiting until there's a problem to start making changes. Make the changes now when you are younger, and then maybe you can go a few more years before seeing those numbers start to creep up. Now, America is a little different. They recommend that everyone over 20 should check their levels every 4 to 6 years. I just think if you're an adult, you need to know where you're at. But regardless, the exercise will help out, so the most important thing is to get moving. Thanks for watching the video, and as usual, please subscribe and give a like if you learned something, and I will see you next week. Until then, keep playing the long game.